Hello, it's me, Kent Peterson, and as you see, I'm wearing my gym clothes right now. And I did walk 7 miles from my house to the gym. But y'all didn't watch this video to see me talk about me working out. Y'all want to hear me talk about Tesla, because that's what the topic is. Do I believe Tesla's a good investment? And what is Tesla? Well, I did pretty much hear about Tesla the first time 2 years ago. One of the people I'm subscribed to, he was investing in stocks with Tesla, and the stocks were like around $200 at that point. But I ain't take it serious. I ain't putting any money into Tesla at that point. I wish I did now. And then there's Graham Stephan. He talks about Tesla quite a bit back then, but I didn't really listen. But you know what? I thought Tesla was just all hype. It was just gonna go down. I didn't even look into Tesla, see what the company was about. But it went up. It went past $1,000. It went up to like $1,300. Then the stock split. So they actually had to make more stocks in order to make Tesla stocks cheaper, because that's how fast it went up. Now, what is Tesla? Well, they're pretty much an energy-based business. So they're not limited to cars. They are into electric cars. You hear about self-driving cars, you probably think of Tesla, because they're big into that self-driving. And they're also into solar panels. You put on your roof, you get energy. So they get energy from the sun. So I believe Tesla, it does have a lot of potential. That's what I believe. Now, do I believe that Tesla could take over gas-powered cars? Do I believe it could happen? I do believe that one day it will happen. Sure, there's been electric cars for years, but there's been a problem with electric cars. They can't go that many miles on a single charge. So that's why the gas-powered cars are still around. But Tesla's finding a way around it to get more miles out of their cars. I believe that Tesla, so if I'm not mistaken, they can only get like, is it 150, 200? I gotta go back and look. But it is lower than what a fully filled tank of a gas car would go. Because the average, from what I heard, the average gas-powered car can go 400 miles on a single tank. But as I'm doing this video, if you're watching this video in like 2030, you can ignore it. But as I'm doing this video, most Tesla cars, they can't go 400 miles on a single charge. And there's another thing with Tesla cars. A lot of us are probably in that same boat where I am. Maybe you live in an area where there's no charge stations. Because where I live right now, there's like no charge stations for any electric cars, let alone Tesla. But of course, there is a way you can set like a charge station in your home, like in your garage, and you charge your car every time you go home. But what if you live in an apartment like me? Guess what? There's really no way you can charge your car. So Tesla's still a new company. I'm pretty sure over time, maybe like within the end of this decade, I won't be surprised if there's are charging stations in my area with Tesla. I mean, 10 years ago, there used to be payphones around. Now they're gone. Will be the same way with gas stations. Do I believe that electric cars will replace gas cars at some point? I believe that it will happen in the future. But there are also advantages with electric cars. From what I read and looked up on YouTube, maintenance on electric cars are actually cheaper. Because guess what? You don't have to change the oil. Which means there's no transmission oil either, because it's electric. And there's some other things they talk about that was cheaper, but I'm not really a car mechanic, so I can't fully answer it, but I'm just giving you an idea from what I observed, what I researched. It's apparently cheaper to own an electric car compared to a gas powered car. But of course, it's still better to have a gas powered car as of 2021. I know you're watching this video in 2040. If you're like a teenager watching this video in 2040, you probably never drove a gas powered car in your life. I don't know what 2040 is going to be like. I'm just talking. But right now, it's better to own a gas powered car as right now, especially for people like me that live in an apartment. And when you go on road trips, it's better to use a gas car right now. Because not every place has, because there's way more gas stations than there are electric stations, charge stations, whatever you want to call it. But Tesla's still a new company. Over time, they will start building more stations. And I also believe that electric cars don't put out as much solution, if any, like gas powered cars do. So they are into clean energy, Tesla is. Do I believe Tesla's a good buy? I mean, it is kind of high right now, but I believe it's a good buy. I mean, it's a big company. Like I said, they're not limited to like just cars. They're pretty much into clean energy. And like I said, they're currently working on a way to get like 500 miles of a single charge. And they're even working on electric semi-trucks. So it's coming. I believe that, like I said, electric cars really are the future, and gas-powered cars will become obsolete. Will I get a Tesla? So right now, I mean, as cool as Tesla seem to be, because Teslas actually, they look like they would be a cool car for me to have. But because of where I live in an apartment. I live in an area with no charging stations, so the answer is no. Sadly, I will not be having a Tesla car right now. But of course, who knows, at some point, as Tesla becomes more popular, I won't be surprised that apartment complexes will start building Tesla's charging stations in apartment complexes. It won't surprise me. You'll probably be like, okay, you're a resident. You just charge right here in this parking place. If you're in the apartment complex, I can see Tesla doing that. So Tesla, like I said, it's a new company. It has a lot of room to grow. I mean, there's 50 states, and each of those states have quite a bit of cities. So Tesla has a lot of potential. And the guy in charge of Tesla is Elon Musk. If you ever watch Arrow, I know this is a little bit off topic, but if you ever watch Arrow, you ever seen Malcolm Merlin, who was like the main villain in season 1? I actually think Elon Musk and Malcolm Merlin look a lot alike. If you agree, just leave comments down here. I just thought I'd point that one out. So will I be investing in Tesla? Like I said, like I showed in the video yesterday, I do own a little bit of Tesla. I don't own a full share of Tesla because they are so expensive. But over time, I will invest more into Tesla. Because I can see that company going. Just think of Amazon. Amazon's like around, what is it, $3,500 a share right now? I don't own Amazon, so I'm just going by what I saw last time I checked it. So it don't surprise me if Tesla goes around $3,500 a share at some point, or even $7,000 a share. Might even go to $10,000 a share one day. Of course, it went up that high. I think they'll split again, or not. Who knows? They might just keep building that stock up. Because it's not a small company, it's pretty big. Of course, you don't want to listen to a YouTuber all the time, but I believe that Tesla is the future. I believe that stock is going to go up. I know some people, they see $700, like, I'll just wait until it go down. It's not showing any signs of going down. I mean, Tesla shot up $100 in less than a month from when I bought it. Because I bought some shares in December the 10th. And yesterday was January the 1st. And that's less than a month. And it shot up, like, because it was $600 when I bought some share. Not a share, but when I bought part of a share. It was $600 and now it's $700. So it's shooting up. And this company is still in the early phase. So I can see this one going up. I believe this one's a good buy. I mean, it's going to take a while to take over gas-powered cars, but at some point, I can see it happening. If you believe that Tesla's a good company, if you believe that electric car maintenance are cheaper than gas-powered car maintenance, just leave comments down here because I want to hear your opinions. I'm not really a car mechanic, so I don't really know all that. Just going by what I heard and what I read. But if you do believe that Tesla's going to go up, if you believe it's a good buy, feel free to leave comments. If you like my videos, you like this video, give me a thumb up. And if you want to see me make if you want to see other of my content, just subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.